Well, I'm excited this evening to have this gentleman with me. He is former military. Y'all know how I feel about my military family. He's former military. He is the most sought after trainer by seniors, and we represent a large population, seniors. He specializes in developing specific training programs for individuals who suffer from ailments from fibromyalgia to osteoporosis, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and more. He creates a comprehensive transformation training program for both men and women. He works with teens, and he is here with us this evening to get us in shape and motivated. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome the dynamic, the energetic. He's going to get you in shape this evening, Mr. Terry Gatewood. How are you, sir?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am fantastic. I woke up this morning. I've been trying to be a good girl all day long.
Uh-oh.
Been trying to be a good girl all day long. I'm so excited to have you joining us this evening to share with us your journey. You are currently the owner and operator of Physique Refinements, which is a personal training studio here in the Atlanta, Georgia area, specifically in Swanee, because, we have a worldwide audience. So, we always have to let people know whether, we're whatever we're talking about or wherever the location is, here stateside or abroad. But you're here in the Georgia area. Tell us about your journey in fitness.
I tell you, Paula, my journey started while I was in the military. I'm gonna be frank. It started in 1987, and when I became a drill sergeant, I fell in love with transforming bodies. I fell in love with changing minds. I fell in love with the spiritual aspect of it, the camaraderie. I fell in love with the teamwork, the mission accomplished. I fell in love with all of it. And that's what it stimulated for me. And from there, my life went on to other great endeavors of the military. And then when I retired, I knew when I was in Germany, stationed in Germany, my last tour in 1991, 1993, I knew then it was my destiny was to help people. I want to help people, all walks of life. I didn't know how at the time, but I knew I wanted to help. And then I began to bodybuild. I began to bodybuild in the last 4 years of my service. Did great and wonderful, turned pro, all those great and wonderful things. And so I took all that knowledge, if you will, and I said to myself at my desk, I'm going to be a trainer. I knew what I wanted to do when I got out. And when I retired, when I stepped off the plane, when I got my paper, my discharge from the medical center down there in the VA, got from VA house, got my discharge, I immediately went to work. I didn't sit back. I didn't go fishing. I didn't go kayaking. I didn't go see I went to work. I went to find me some bodies, and I did. Yes, ma'am.
Wow. And you opened Physique. When did you open Physique Refinements? When did that open?
My first brick and mortar came available to me in 2014 May.
Wow. And so prior to that, you had been probably more mobile prior to that, correct?
In my present professional career, I probably moved 3 times. I started in a big box called Bodyplex. Started in a big box, then I went to a small box. The Lord sent me to a small box that let me see how that goes. So, because I was about to get my own place, and I've been looking. I kept going back to Swanee because my base is in Swanee. My nest is in Swanee. So I had to get back to Swanee from Duluth to start my first brick and mortar, Physique Refinements, its own place, and I have not looked back since.
Awesome. So tell us a bit about, you specialize in, as I said at the top, in developing specific training programs for those who suffer with fibromyalgia, osteoporosis, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and other health needs. How did you come about focusing on those particular ailments or specializing in those particular ailments?
Because people come to me, they want to know, they want to have that dream body, if you will. They want to know, how can I have that dream body? And the first thing I do, I listen to them. I listen what's being
That's
said
huge.
to me. And that is the cream of the crop. I mean, just like food to body, food to the body is the golden key. But anyway, back to what I was saying. The listening part is the cream, and then behind that is the assessment. I create what I hear. If somebody says, "Well, I'm limited to this. I have limitations or I have restrictions," so I take those to heed to heart. So I work around the restrictions. I work around with limitations, and before they know it, what was a limitation or what was a restriction is not even more. It's not even there anymore. I will bring the body. I will bring the body to full form, to 100%. I've done it many times, and especially with seniors.
Wow. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you just heard what he said, and if those of you who may be interested in securing a trainer, if you're in the Swanee area, you definitely want to reach out to Terry, and we'll make sure that he shares his information. But two things that he said that are huge. If you're saying, "Oh, I'm looking for a trainer, I don't know what to, what kinds of things do I need to look for?" He said two huge things. One was he listens, and then based on what is shared with him, he then makes an assessment as to how to create that specialized program. So those two things are really really huge. And that senior population, because us, I'm gonna say us because I'm one of them. Seniors are so much more active now than from decades ago. So you have a large population that you're working with.
They're into sports. They're still farming.
Yeah.
They're still working. They're still doing everything they was doing before. And the problem is that when they stop doing what they was doing before, now all these ailments begin to set in. Why? Because the proper nutrition is not there. Their body is toxicity, and the proper nutrition is not there. And aches and ailments and these flames in their body and their joints, they started sticking up on them. And so they get inflammation. Inflammation is powerful from toxicity. They're not drinking enough water. So as they age, toxicity will age you even quicker, even though they're still working in their late 40s and their 50s or 60s. But I would tell you what, weight training or any form of training, and when it's consistently and persistently, it will knock years back, and that's the truth. I heard you spoke about this 82-year-old lady. Yes. I'm a true testimony of this. I got seniors I trained. I'm telling y'all, you would not guess their age. When they came to me, there was the issue of the problem of limitation, the problems of resistance and restrictions. But once I got them through that and got them start working and create the program where they was like loving it and wanting more of it, their years started knocking back. They started standing up straight. Their spine. I'm a big sticker of form and posture. And yes. And their posture was everything they do is everything about the posture. Chest up. With me is always chest up. Doesn't matter what you do with me. So it's almost a big sticker on posture. So they're walking straight, they're moving straight, and then when they go to places, people look at them like, "Oh my God, look at you, you're standing tall."
Right.
Yes.
Right, that is huge. Now you were talking. You mentioned a little bit earlier about the importance of food. So when one is training, what's a good time to eat before and after training? That's the first half of my question. What's a good time to eat before training and after training, and what is recommended to eat before training and after training? That's a twofold question. Well, actually, four.
Okay, I got the whole picture. Before training, respectfully speaking to the body, before training, you need at least 90 minutes. The food has to digest. Right. You can't go somewhere. You can't pick up a hamburger and then go work out. That don't work because the blood can't be in two places. So, respectfully speaking, 90 minutes. 90 minutes before you go to work out, the blood has already digested the food. Your food is energized. You got enough carb in your system. Your fuel to go work out, and so then you're working out. So when you get finished working out, the most crucial time to restore your nutrients is within that first 30 minutes. Because if you don't restore your nutrients within the first 30 minutes after you walk out that gym or that place of activity, your body is going to feed off your fresh muscles. If a little bell goes on and says, I'm hungry again, I just ate your fresh muscles, because the body is looking to feed. The body is very smart. You got to outsmart the body. The body will feed off of you before they feed off of fat. It's gonna keep its fat. It's gonna harbor fat. It's not gonna get rid of it, because you're not smart enough to get rid of it. If you're not understanding cardiovascular, if you're not understanding the stick-to-itness to eat on a timely set basis, or you're not cleaning your body out on a proper manner, so you can always be, as I said before, toxicity.
Yeah. So you've gone and worked out a 30-minute workout or 60-minute workout, whatever it is. You worked your butt off, and you don't eat in that 30 minutes. You have just canceled your workout, basically.
You just canceled your workout. You just did all that hard work you just did. If you're a guy, if you're a guy in there lifting 20, 30 pounds and squatting 200-300 pounds, and you're a woman in there doing spin classes, and you repping it up, you're going at the same speed and intensity as your instructor, or you're doing a Zumba class, and you're in there getting your grind on, and you walk out of there, and if you don't follow the rule of thumb, and you won't find this in anybody's book.
Right.
This is trials and error. So if you don't restore your nutrients within that 30 minutes, the body will begin to feed at some point after 45 and 60 minutes. Because some people they get complacent. I gotta go to Walmart.
Right.
I gotta go to the mall. I gotta go pay bills. I gotta go pick up my child.
That's true.
I gotta do this. I gotta run back to back.
Oh, you nailed it. You nailed it. You are so right.
And nobody don't get prepared. When you go to work, you go to train, you bring your food with you.
Right.
Or you got a plan of attack, or you have a backup plan. You gotta have it.
So what? Okay, so 90 minutes before, and what should we be eating 90 minutes before?
90 minutes before, you want some carbs, because it's your fuel.
Carbs.
You want to be able to go. When you get in there, you don't want to get tired out after doing 15 minutes of cardio and not have no fuel to get you through it. If you're a guy going and working out, say you're doing legs and you're doing a full blown out leg workout, you got to have some carbs. Carbs like sweet potato, yams, rice, grits, oatmeal. Those are proper carbs. And then you have to have your greens in there. You got the greens itself will give you balance, give you nitrogen. So some extra fuel, if you will. And then you need water. You need water with that. You need to have some fat in there as well. Yeah, you need some fat in there. Some avocado. Avocado will help. Avocado is very high in fat.
All of this before.
Yes.
So all of this before.
That's your plate. That is your plate. That's your plate.
And then what about after? What are we looking at after?
You got to have a protein in there. In that 30 minutes, and this 30 minutes could be the driving force to a person who don't have time and the person who has time. The person who don't have time can reach in this glove box and get that protein bar or that meal replacement bar and chop it up in pieces. If it's chocolate coated, you want to scrape it off. And then every piece you take, you drink a certain amount of water with that piece you take. Now, if you're a person who has time, then you need to find you some carbs, protein, some fat, and a fruit, and there it is. That's a complete meal.
Now, did you say?
Everything's in small portions.
Did I just hear you say you scrape off chocolate?
Yes, right. Why? Because chocolate is what?
That's almost blasphemy.
Sugar.
It's almost blasphemy.
It's sugar. Sugar.
Sugar. All right, y'all. The man. I didn't say it. Y'all. The man said scrape off the chocolate.
Especially around a protein bar. No telling how long that's been sitting on this shelf.
Well, that's true. You got a point there. You got a point there. Okay, so we talked nutrition. We talked what we eat before, what we eat after. We talked about weight training, how weight training can knock off the years. When it comes to weight training, is there a particular schedule or time frame? Like, how often can you train a particular muscle?
That's a good question, because a lot of people don't think through this what you're saying. I'm gonna tell you this. The first safety rule when training the body parts. If you got a sore area or a sore body part, you don't want to train that body part. You want to go around it. You just leave it alone, give it rest. Don't even touch it. But you can train a body part safely and without any problems twice a week.